As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile. As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Fowler. He finds Corey Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year.
And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense should...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run the loop.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brian Robinson Jr.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Purdy bootlegging it.
It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And some room to work. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 62 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, so he's going to have him go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Hines. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 26 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
78 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Purdy. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on second down. Purdy. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. To throw on second down. Fowler. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Fowler. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Trey Flowers picks it. The 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
From the 36,
Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Purdy. Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
But they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Play action, now Purdy.
Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say,
and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. While no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Looking to throw on second down. Fowler. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. They've got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Fowler. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Nyheim Hines from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Yetur Gross-Matos
able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake. Fowler. And he whips that one incomplete there. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st down, Fowler. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Fowler.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Off play action. Fowler rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Toward the pylon, caught.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Fowler. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Second down and a run by Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, it's Robinson. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.